Isn't that tree amazing? And it is made out of South African books only. Created by my daughter Ruby. Thanks, Rubes, for doing that. It gives me a warm, fuzzy feeling every time I walk past it, just realizing how much talent, how much writing talent we have in South Africa. Welcome to the Christmas episode of Between the Sheets with Pamela. I won't be doing much talking this week because I asked all my friends to send in videos with their book recommendations about what you should be reading during this holiday season. Take it away.
Hello lovelies, my name is Melissa Volker, or you can call me Missy because lots of people call me that. Knock yourself out, whichever you prefer. I still have my shiner from my Subslam, which I was kind of hoping would be gone, but it's not. It's still there. That's beside the point. We're talking books. I have read recently Pamela's book, which is fabulous. You must read that. And I read a book by Jojo Moyes. Not Me Before You, not Me After You. Did not like those books. I read 1+1. That is a gorgeous book. You'll love it. It's a great book for the holidays. So if you know someone who likes to read on the beach, that's their book. I bought this one for the husband, Barbarian Days by William Finnegan, but I've actually pinched it because it's pretty interesting, and it won a Pulitzer Prize, so it could be erudite as well, which is always a winner. My own book, which is not erudite, is called A Fractured Land, and it will be coming out in the fall of 2017, which is October, if you don't speak Northern Hemisphere. It's a romance, kind of like an eco-romance, set partially in Grafrenet and partially in Austin, Texas. And it's about fracking. Love in the time of...
I'm Wuntle Sunne, author of the Shadow Chaser series, an Afrocentric adventure fantasy series for 9 to 12-year-olds, coming to you from our hotel room in lovely Nairobi, Kenya. So this year I really enjoyed Amira Patel's Outside the Lines. You can find it at loot.co's exclusive books pretty much everywhere. It's a fantastic work of new fiction by an amazing new voice in South African literature. I'm also a really big fan of Short Story Day Africa's anthologies, and this year in April they came out with Water, a great series of short stories around the theme of water. So I'd encourage you to check that out. I think you can get it at loot.co's and Kindle. Thanks. Bye.
Hi Pamela, thanks for asking me to interview myself for your vlog. I'm Penny de Vries. My claim to infamy in the literary world is merely being a reader, which I guess all you guys need. But what I did in 2015, some of you might know, is I took on reading only South African books for a year, and then I wrote a review on each one. So if any of you are interested in reading those reviews, it's on look up 2015 Reading Challenge. Now I write on a blog called African Writing Reviews, so I'm reading also a lot of books from other African countries. One recent one was this, Ghana Must Go, which was published in 2013. It's a wonderful book. If you haven't read it, get hold of it and read this book. Its writing is amazing. The story is heart-wrenching. It's just brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. And other than that, I recently chaired a panel, which was the first time I'd done it. I was very excited to be asked, at the Essence Festival, a couple of book panels. And in one of them, I interviewed Jolene Phillips, who wrote Ching Chang Cherries, a series of connected stories set in Gansbaai, in the community in Gansbaai. And we had an interesting discussion about the use of the word Cape coloured or coloured, And she said she prefers to call herself colourful, which I thought was a lovely way of self-identifying. We got her to read one of the stories, and it was lovely hearing it in the correct accent, because when you read this, you yourself, if you know the accent, will be in your head, you'll be saying it. It's just got a wonderful lilt. And then what I'm reading right now is The Safest Place You Know by Mark Winkler. Big fan of his books. I loved Wasted, and the one before, The Incredible Theory of Absolutely Everything, I think it was. And another nice idea, if you can get hold of this, is called Loud and Yellow Laughter. It's by Sindiswa Busuku Matese. And it's a very intriguing poetry collection, but it's also got photographs and personal history and different types of texts. It's absolutely beautiful. So that's all from me. Here is the kind of thing I like doing. Keeping lists of all the books I've read, still in longhand, old-fashioned. But anyway, so guys, have a happy Christmas, and I'll see you on my blog, hopefully. Bye.
Hi guys, my name is Khalida Musa, and I'm going to start off with a book that I've just finished reading, which was Nadia Hashimi's A House Without Windows. I really enjoyed this book. I've read Hashimi's first novel, which was The Pearl That Broke Its Shell. And A House Without Windows gives you a good story, starts off with a murder, and it gives you an idea of what women in Afghanistan face in their daily lives, as well as how they fight back against patriarchy and the unjust laws that do not favor women. The book left me feeling optimistic for the lives of women in Afghanistan, and definitely a must read. My second recommend would be the young adult series Spud by John van der Reyt, and I would suggest getting all 4 of the books so that you can read it in sequence, and you would want to gobble it up once you start. The third recommend would be Paige Nick's Death by Carbs, because what's better than eating carbs right now during the holiday season? And the fourth recommend, Misconception by Pamela Power, of course. All my friends and family who have read the book on recommendation have come back and said, I totally relate. That's because we all have Joe living inside of our heads. A book that I'm going to be getting to very soon is Rihanna Rousseau's What Will People Say? All the books that I have mentioned are available at Exclusive Books or at your local bookstore. They're not all new releases, so just get your order in before going away. Have a lovely holiday. Keep safe over the festive season, and see you in 2017. Bye.
Oh, hello everyone. I'm Amy. I'm a writer from Johannesburg. I finished my 3rd book, which I'm pitching overseas at the moment, and I'm currently starting my 4th one in January 2017, which is going to be my first historical novel set in colonial South Africa. I've also been shortlisted for the Miles Moreland Scholarship, which I will hopefully hear about in the next couple of weeks. In terms of my Christmas recommendations, I definitely say Paige Nick's Judge Courage is a nice light read, and I absolutely loved The Yearning. I also really would love to recommend The Siege Thief and Lauren Bucas's new collection of short stories. So, lovely meeting you all.
Hi everyone, my name is Raswan Chinilal, and I'm a research assistant at the KZN Literary Tourism Project, which is based here in the beautiful KwaZulu-Natal province. A little about the project. We are a multifaceted project which has conducted research on literary tourism. We've done reviews, we've interviewed authors, we've covered literary events, and we've built up an online archive of authors linked to the KwaZulu-Natal province. If you would like to learn more about the project, you can visit us on our website at www.literary-tourism.co.za. You can also follow us on social media. Our Twitter handle is @literary-tourism, Facebook @literary-tourism, and if you're more into Instagram, you can follow us at KZN Literary Tourism. So with Christmas just around the corner, you're probably wondering, what do I get, what do I get, what do I get? We have the perfect book for bookworm. It's called Sarasan at the Gates by Zunaid Miran. It explores the life of a young woman from a prominent, rich Muslim family living in Johannesburg. Now, Zakira's family expects her to be a humble and devoted daughter, but Zakira would rather club, smoke, drink, party, and essentially live her life according to her own expectations. This life changes when she meets and falls in love with Sophie, a rebel activist. The book has been praised for its exploration of identity and for its political incorrectness. Personally, I enjoyed the fact that Miran is a master of satire. He really shows you the colorfulness of Joburg and all of its people. On a final note, I would like to say thank you to Pamela Power for having me on her vlog. So from us at KZN Literary Tourism, have a wonderful festive season and lots of love.
What a glorious selection of books. Thank you to everyone who took the time to make the videos. I was actually completely blown away by how much effort people put into it. Now we're going to play out with the utterly gorgeous Loandi from Cortina Whiplash. She is accompanied by my darling work husband, Reno, on the piano. Who knew he was so talented? Cortina Whiplash have a new album out in 2017 called We Do, so check that out. It's a huge honor to have Loandi featuring on my vlog. Of course, Reno would get a rock star to do his video. Just asked him for a few book recommendations, and next thing I had Loandi singing, which is just amazing. I had to restrain him from getting Cindy Lee to film the whole thing. Anyway, guys, that's it. Love and light, everybody. Very Merry Christmas to all those who celebrate. And don't forget to read essay.